distracted.
Okay.
That is not a good combination for me either. We did a road trip
We are live.
up to... Oh, never mind.
Are we? Do we want to be live right now?
Don't want to incriminate yourself online.
Yeah, I don't want...
Right, so we're on the air.
Yeah. Evidence out there.
Right. Good evening and welcome back, everybody, to Session 7 of ClockWork. We almost called it Session 8 today. This time.
Session 8 is planned.
Yeah, I know. That's what threw me off.
Let me make sure this is actually Session 7.
So we are back with our wonderful group of people.
Yep.
Alan, any announcements?
No. Actually, no.
Nothing at all.
We should have Bella and Caitlin next week.
No, yeah.
Good.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Some things came up and they won't be able to be with us tonight. Anyways, so anything else? Any other concerns, suggestions, emotional outbursts?
Emotional out.
Leave them in the comments that we won't be able to see from here.
Oh, yes. Alright. So, with that, let's start today off. If I remember correctly, y'all wake up at Breeze Home, right?
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna roll D6.
Long day of work. Alan, what special MacGuffin potion do you have with us today?
Flight. Perfect. Evan and I were talking about that one.
Oh boy. They
Stop.
Bad.
got plans.
You could have come hiking with us.
Alright.
I got Taco Bell instead.
Oh, man, that's good too.
It's okay. Alan almost died hiking.
Yeah,
So
we
I
told
heard.
them.
Morning comes, Della wakes all of you up, announcing that there's food for you on your main table, and leaves.
She left me. It's okay. Most women do.
You all exit your rooms and come out. Marshall's already eating happily, and Point's just tinkering with her little spider. That's what it is.
Point is pointing at her spider. What are you putting at?
I shall sit down and partake of breakfast.
Yes, what do we have today?
What you have before you is eggs, bacon, and some toast.
Ooh,
French toast. Beautiful.
even better.
A small platter of butter and some syrup on the side. You're not quite sure what the syrup is, but...
Don't eat the syrup.
Doesn't really matter, I can make it taste whatever I want.
True.
Yes.
It tastes like whatever you want.
Also true.
I can make 1 square foot. Everybody put your plates in the middle.
One of these days you're going to eat
Double
like
dirty.
spicy brownies and you won't know the difference because you just make everything spicy already.
Exactly.
Alright, so So I heard you all got a job the other day. How was the first day of work?
It was.
Better than expected.
Yes. It's one way of putting it.
I have a question for you about scrying glasses.
Yes.
So they have a scrying glass in our job.
They have a scrying glass.
Yes, because, well, long story short, it's to watch this
Earth elemental.
earth elemental in the room next door that they closed off the door.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But with the scrying glass, could it be used to look at everywhere else in a building?
1 second. Oh, heck if I know. Not much one for magic myself. I can ask some friends and see what they know.
Yeah, we'll need to know that. Because if they can use it like that, then we might have some slight security issues.
Oh, I hope not. What time is it?
Though it might also be useful for us if we want to look around the building.
My thought process was if we can get down through that main sewer grate and come in through the building, we can have someone watching the scrying glass if it works. But we also have to keep in mind that other people may be using alternate scrying glasses to watch the building.
Anything else you want me to find out for you while you lovely ladies go up to work?
Do you have a blueprint of the
Floor plan?
floor plan of the whole lab?
No.
And get it.
I can do my best, but I'm pretty sure that if you try something for 3 months and you get nothing, you're still gonna get nothing.
There's always a hope.
Always. Well, I'm off. You all might want to get to work.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just get some explosives, just blow up the whole building. Oh, there it is.
I found it.
Find the biggest crater. That's what we were looking for.
That's what we were looking for. We found it. It doesn't work anymore. But here's the ashes. So.
You can study
Wait, no.
these.
What's the that spell that
Cast mending on it a million times.
You're going to be here for a while. You're going to be just
I
casting.
think
mending
this
the
spec
whole
goes
way
against this spec. Nope. This one?
It's so bad. Each casting takes a minute. You'd be there for years.
back. Well, you live till you're like
Does it take a
what,
minute?
200
Yes.
plus
Yes.
years old.
No, actually, I think it takes 10 minutes. Let me double check that.
You live practically forever, right? You got time.
I mean, I do.
I don't have mending, so I still didn't work.
So you guys get to work.
Yes.
People are just starting to come in and out. You guys take the elevator down to our lab.
I used my little card that they handed me. Yep.
Flasher
Official.
says, like, yep, I'm here. I'm supposed to be here. Guards nod at you for the morning.
They're not morning people.
Yes, it does take a minute.
You get down to the lab and she's not there.
She's gone. Everybody explore.
I mean, there's papers on the tables. There's still some glowstones going on.
Did she leave a note?
The scrying orb is still on.
I will walk over to the Scrying Orb,
You should see if it worked.
pull out the pearl, touch it, and
Start ritual
Identify.
casting.
ritual cast identify.
I will,
Watch the door.
well, no, I'm gonna actually go looking at the papers, see if there's any notes of instructions of what to do today. If not, I will still rummage through the notes.
Alright, so make a perception check and investigation
Right back.
check.
There's some spell scrolls on this shelf over here if you're interested.
Where is this?
Spells rolls.
I can learn spells by writing them in my spell book.
Alright. But doesn't it destroy the scrolls?
Yes.
I thought I had this. Where is it?
Well, that worked really well for me.
Why'd you roll 2?
Investigation and perception.
Oh.
Alright, so what'd you get for investigation?
Investigation, I got a 16, and perception, I got a 19.
This person's not here.
She does not exist. This. Yes. Points.
You don't find any notes left for you specifically. You do find some of her own like personal scrawlings about some research, an idea she had about finding a way to vocally store a person's voice long term.
Tape
Most interesting thing you found. So
Knock on her door.
Knock on her door.
I'll wait until you're done casting.
Good point. Nope, that's point.
Is Point with us?
Yep, she's
She is.
back to messing around with the mechanics bench.
Okay.
Where is this item?
Are you trying to find the scrying glass?
Yes, but it's not. Every time I think I remember his name, I
Isn't
don't.
it orb?
Orb of Scrying?
Just Google scrying glasses in D&D. How they work.
Yeah, 1 second. I will help you in your search. This is going to be a montage of us searching. We need searching music.
I don't think I have that ready for you.
Darn.
Elemento. I went way too far.
Found it.
Crystal
So-
ball.
Yep,
Oh,
just
it's literally called the crystal ball?
Yes.
it's a crystal ball.
There's different rarities and stuff. I've read through it once. It's been a hot minute.
Oh, right there.
It is a crystal ball, and if you're attuned to it and you touch it, you can cast scrying. That's all you get from this thing.
But only one person can be attuned to it.
Yes.
Yep.
So we can't necessarily change the channel
So,
unless
given
we kill her and take it.
Do you want to kill her?
I mean, we're just exploring options. I'm not a devious, half-twisted.
We need to get you back in
No,
your
for
shop so
nothing.
you're locked in again.
We need to reset you, go back to your shop.
Press the reset button.
Oh dear. But yeah, that's what you find. After a couple more minutes, she bursts out of her room. Her lab coat being messily thrown on, and her hair a bit weird. Sorry, I overslept.
I'll be making a show of organizing her papers.
Hearing her run over, I'll go back over to the.
No,
run over to the.
you can just
Alchemist.
pretend you're continuing to watch the scrying thing.
Never mind. I'll be over here. I'll have like a piece of paper, just writing.
Because you're the one who can
Ignin.
partially speak the...
I'll be writing Ignin down, not Terran, but Ignin.
Alright, I have work to do in the second floor, so here you go. I wrote this down somewhere. There. The trick, I want you taking inventory in the storeroom. Here's the key.
Okay.
Pipe, I want you...
Just turn around and look at
Here's
him.
here's a list of alchemical compounds I want made.
Okay.
Rebecca.
Come
Here's
with
a
me.
side project of mine I want you working on, and I want you also to keep an eye on the elemental. Point. Here's another project that I've been asked to take care of.
She just grinned.
Don't
Do you happen to have a list of what's supposed to be in the...
Yep, it's with the rest. It's with the key. Wrapped around the key is the paper.
Thank
Pipe, do you have anything that can help someone wake up a bit?
She's just gonna stomp on her foot.
Caffeine.
Nothing works better than pain. Just kidding.
Yeah.
You do?
I will just drop a spell for a potion of swiftness. It'll move her at 10, her movement speed is 10 feet more for an hour.
Oh my. No.
Hopefully she doesn't talk that much faster.
So I'll like grab a potion. And hand it to her. There you go.
Thank you.
I will make everybody
Whoa.
hate her even more.
She just like instant ding.
Well, thank you, Pipe. Give me the recipe for that sometime.
Okay.
Alright. Off to work! Don't die!
On accident or purpose?
I'm going to open my instructions. What am I supposed to work on?
So she's got a couple sending stones in some drawers. Essentially, she wants you to try to reverse engineer them a little bit,
Ooh.
or like try to find some way, binding, magic, whatever you can do to get it so that they kind of like basically you're trying to mix a permanent magic mouth spell with a sending stone.
Oh.
That and keeping
She's trying to make a voicemail.
Yes. Yes, she is.
that and you're keeping an eye on the elemental for any new developments. Pipe, you're just making a bunch of potions.
Okay.
Anything from healing to just random liquid ingredients, some slightly explosive, but nothing to worry about. You're
Oh,
taking
it's something to
inventory.
worry about now.
I was hoping it was a 1.
No.
Inventory. Right.
Yep.
I just pull out the list. Yeah, it looks fine.
It would be, let's see, alchemist.
So you'd be checking
would probably
that
be
storeroom there and a couple crates over
intelligence
there.
plus proficiency is 5.
Shouldn't take you long.
Yeah, it'd be 11. That's fine. For
So the
simple
question
thing.
is, should I go check
Really
this
high.
out first? Or
Not
should I
so
actually
good.
do it?
Probably do your job
Okay,
first.
so
19 is good. 14 is
Hey,
good.
do you have another potion of sweetness?
Natural one is bad.
That one.
About 8 through, I rolled about 4 through, I rolled a 3 for a total of 8. And then about 8 through. I rolled a natural 1. All the others were above, like, 18.
Alright. What's on the list that I'm supposed to be looking for?
Probably boring.
Any aura outcome?
Food, metal, food in the main, for the crates here, food, water, just making sure they're all right. You have what it says you have, and they should be fine for another month or so.
I love how she assigned the shortest person in the room to get in these.
Giant.
I mean, technically I
In
can
these-
put my armor on, but I
In the
just look at
storeroom,
that.
you're just checking old books, materials, anything that's not really already out there. And if you do try to take any of it, well, you're free to try.
I'm not interested in taking any of your stuff. I want to explore that. I don't care about your stuff.
I just realized I'm the best person to watch the elemental. I can speak his language.
Can you really?
I have comprehend language as a ritual.
Oh my gosh, you do! I forgot. I thought that was a second level
Why
spell.
did you ask him questions?
No, we're not supposed to communicate with it. I'll start
Oh,
ritual
it's 10
casting
minutes.
that. And then, like, I'll start working on that first, because I feel like she would be more interested in that, and then ignore her notes, because they're probably gibberish.
Right. About 3 or 4 hours, and you've got all what you need to get done. Your list is finished. You're free to do whatever. So you take inventory, old materials.
Is there
Some
anything that needs to be
metals.
thrown away?
Hmm?
Anything that needs to be thrown away?
Russell, did you check
Nope.
the size category?
Everything's
like-
you're just taking inventory, making
Okay.
sure
It's
everything
not-
that needs to be there is
So
there.
it's not like a food storage thing that she's like, oh, this
Hmm.
bread's been in here.
Well,
for
you
You
like
do
6
make
months."
note that she's running a little low on some
Is it in the player's
more
handbook?
common ingredients for her alchemic stuff, but that's about it.
Okay.
That and maybe some more scrolls.
So then I go over here and
Yeah,
check
and now
that
you're free.
stuff. I'm
Point.
free. Hey, do you want to do me a favor?
What do you
Can
need?
you make a copy of this key with your wait?
Copy?
Can't you do that with what's that?
With... I can do it with thaumaturgy for a couple seconds, but that's about it.
No, the
Nope, never mind. That's not
Prestidigitation.
It is prestidigitation, but it only lasts for a couple seconds.
up to an hour.
Up to an hour?
Because we would only need it to last long enough to get to a smith.
Create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in your hand and that lasts until the end of your next turn.
No. 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Some of them last for an hour, some only last 6 seconds.
But you don't have a turn.
It's 6 seconds. That's what it is.
Okay.
Because I thought of using that for the heist, like just make it appear in my hand and be like, I got it.
Well, could you make a blueprint of the key on a piece of paper? Then it's technically a picture, not a item.
Well, you could use your magical tinkering to make a static visual effect.
Okay. So I can make a static visual effect of it that lasts indefinitely.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So maybe that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to use magical tinkering for the first time this whole 7 sessions.
Did you find it, Russell?
Well, I thought I knew where it was, but...
And then I'm going to go over to this crate.
Before you go, Trick, what do you want? I've got an idea. And I'll drop another spell
No.
to make another potion.
Oh, here we go.
Oh dear.
So I quickly... And I hand you 2 vials. This one is flying. This is alter self. It can make you smaller.
How so?
Going off alter
I don't
self.
know.
I think you can.
It doesn't
doesn't-
say.
As long as he has to
Is-
stay in his same size category. I was trying to find... That's
So
what I was
since
trying
I'm
to find.
technically tiny,
No, you're
You're
small.
small.
Oh, so I can't be tiny then.
You can't go to tiny, but I don't know the difference. I think small is limited to 1 foot as
I
the
thought-
smallest.
I thought small was 3 foot.
No, because gnomes are 2 feet.
Gnomes aren't 2 feet, they're 3 feet.
Up to 3 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they can be 2 feet tall?
I think.
I meant to be the runt of my litter, not mid-height.
Maybe it's 2.5. Anyways, like that's a story for another time. I do have a thing that tells me the height of all the races, but it doesn't tell me how small can get. I don't think they accounted for this.
Turning small creatures even smaller?
Well,
Without a shrinking spell?
if I was warlocks, which ones do the turn into animals?
Druids.
Druid. I'd turn into a spider.
You could.
You're not a druid.
And none of us have polymorph yet.
That's a
It should
4th
work.
level spell.
I know, it was a long time.
So I got the flying potion.
Yep.
And
Alter self.
Just don't drink them at the same time.
why?
You can drink them one at a time, but not at the same time.
Drink them both at the same time. It's
Just-
funny.
They explode.
They
Usually.
could explode. One, well,
Or you could randomly end up with fire breathing.
or that, or one has half effect, and the other one has normal effect, or they both have half effect,
Or they both have double effect.
or they both
just
have
need
double
to
effect,
match.
or one works and the other one doesn't work. Like, it is just too many problems.
Okay,
They last for 10 minutes each.
so what are you doing, Jack?
Go to this.
What?
We need someone to actually test this, make sure we can get in and out that way.
Well, I think you could get in now that way.
Wow.
Is it graded?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Locked, or is it just like built into the building?
It's built in.
That's what I thought. This is a terrible place for flooding.
Yeah, you die. Just flood her floor.
I could if you gave me a day and a jug.
Fair.
What?
I could make an alchemy jug,
Oh.
and it makes like 30 gallons of water or something like that.
Well, you might as well just flood the place with mayonnaise with an alchemy jug.
I think it only makes a gallon of mayonnaise.
Wait, does it?
It does.
Matter. It specifies mayonnaise.
Yes, it does.
Oh my god.
For what
Why?
reason, we don't know. It just
Let me
specifies
pull it up.
mayonnaise.
It is so weird. Okay, alchemy jug. You can make 8 ounces of acid, half ounce of basic poison, 4 gallons of beer, 1 gallon of honey, 2 gallons of mayonnaise,
Why?
1 quart of oil, 2 gallons of vinegar, 8 gallons of fresh water, 12 gallons of salt water, and 1 gallon of wine. That's all it makes.
2 gallons of mayonnaise. Why is that specified?
I don't know.
I don't think I want to know.
Hey, watch this. Mayonnaise.
Oh
God.
no! Please, no!
Alright, so I'm gonna go investigate this thing.
Please do.
Right, go ahead.
Please don't. You please do.
With a little bit of climbing on some shelves and jiggling your way in, you got yourself wedged in there again. You proceed to climb your way up the air ducts.
How long does the polymorph potion last?
10 minutes.
Alter self.
It's alter self. It's not polymorph. It's
So have you drunk? Do you drink it or?
No, I'm not gonna drink it yet, because if I'm in there longer than 10 minutes.
He doesn't want to get caught in a very weird position and get his neck broken.
Okay. So you start climbing up. You're starting to go to the opposite side of the building that you were before. Obviously, you're on the opposite side. First floor, couple labs you haven't seen before. Small workstations. You see. Damn.
Are all of them just like open air vents, or do they have like covers?
Most of them have covers, slits you can see through.
I was just like,
Just open
That's
their
a
vents.
You do see Ronlin talking with another couple researchers about some mineral they have.
I hate him.
I'm gonna pause and listen for a little bit.
Now remember, be careful with this because you're moving. As you're moving this over to there, you don't want to mix it with the acid here. If you start doing that, then it'll start going into another reaction. It's actually informative. He seems to be taking this younger researcher through the process of like making some
Alchemy.
kind of alchemic something.
In my mind, I'm just sitting there thinking, we got the wrong person. We really needed to go with this guy. Alright.
Should have been hired as interns instead of guards.
That's a great idea.
That might have worked. Right, so you go up
If they were looking.
Note to self: see if there's an intern position.
Right, alright, so at this point you can go left across the side of the building, or you can keep going up to get to the second floor.
I'm gonna go up.
Right, you go up. You can start going through the roof, the roof of the second floor, the floor of the third floor. You can
It's
keep
ceiling,
going
not roof.
this way.
Ceiling, not roof.
Ceiling.
I was
Close
like,
enough.
how do you get through the ceiling on the second floor when this 3-story building?
Sorry.
I'm in the roof of the second floor.
Yep.
There is no third floor. They lied
So you
to
can
us.
keep going along this direction. You can start going this way. There's another one that starts to wrap around over there.
Then going up further.
You don't have the option to go up here.
Okay. So I'm gonna go around this way then.
'Kay.
Watch it like connect over here. It's so
Okay. So you'll come across the next grate right next to you. Dark room. Nothing of import. Next room.
This is where they hide all the Ouija boards.
This is where they hide all the bodies.
So I assume you're just gonna keep just going
This
through.
is not a good die.
I'm gonna.
Dang it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking and see if I can find. I had a
No, that's
19
not right.
twice in a row for stealth.
I had like 1s and 3s and crap.
I don't feel safe anymore.
He's over there rolling all these dice and it's like...
He's rolled it like 5 times in a row, and then he and looked at me and smiled. I'm like, crap.
So, next couple of rooms. Next one's dark too. Third room, couple of researchers seem to be writing things down, like joking with each other. Fourth room, not much. So
Were you
lights
ever even
on.
seen Deep Breath?
Nope, you haven't.
Frick.
All right. So next option now, the event you're starting to come to is ending about right here. Doesn't wrap around, so your only option is either this way or back the way you came.
This mission is hinging on you. Don't fail us.
That doesn't help me.
So
This is the point where I wish I had guidance. It wouldn't help much at this point.
So you can start going through the vents through the through the ceiling of the second floor, or you can go back the way you came and try some other alleyways.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. You start going along. This is not as sturdy, and you're making some noise.
Okay, I'm gonna stop and go back then.
A bit more noise. You start heading off your way back. Right. So you took
But I'm gonna get to the first passage and take the other.
take the other way around.
Okay. Just for everyone to know, really quickly, all I can find is that the smallest a small creature can get is 2 feet.
Really?
After that, it's tiny.
So he is as small as he will get.
I mean, 2 feet is like roughly this tall.
It's that big. From elbow to elbow.
For Alan.
Roughly about this tall. So, yeah, anything smaller than that, I'd call a midget.
Well, actually, Cephandrius is technically 25 inches, I believe.
Gnomes are tiny.
No, they're small. But like I said, 2 feet is the smallest. a normal sized gnome is gonna be like 2.5.
So you go the other way. You go the other direction. You are
Well,
on the roof of the
all
second
themselves won't
floor,
help.
and you're looking to, and you come over to a grate on top. That's
can make
right
themselves
beneath you.
skinnier.
Looking through the slits, it's the stairs.
That's about it.
You're looking at the stairway
There's
coming up.
stairs.
Mm-hmm. Keep going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Put stairs here.
Right. You hear a couple small creaks and a loud bang. Make a dexterity save for me, would you?
Dexterity.
Ducks are clean.
Would you believe me if I was the air dog repairman?
19.
Okay, as you start going across the grate, it comes out from beneath you.
Great.
Great.
You manage to hold yourself there, but your waist and below is hanging from the ceiling.
Okay. Is there anyone there?
Oh yes.
No.
No.
Hey, what? Are you all right? What's going on up there?
Just clean the air ducts. This part's crappy. Why do they have to hire gnomes for this crap?
Roll persuasion.
I would say that was
Persuasion or
deception.
Deception. Roll deception.
I mean, technically both are true. I'm cleaning it with my knees as I go along.
Oh.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Unbelievable, are you?
17.
Oh my.
Most likely
Did you get a natural
20.
20?
Or they're natural ones, and it's
Do you need help?
Yes, I do actually. Someone told me to clean the 3rd floor, but I can't figure out how to get up there.
Let's get you down from there. Someone get me a ladder.
I was so hoping Safiel was gonna be in there.
Trick, what are you doing here?
One of your bagels ran away.
The rock gnome's gone insane.
The rock gnome's already insane.
After a few minutes, there's a small crowd of people. Most of them just stay for like a couple minutes to see your dangling feet and walk away.
Is he in like a main room? Or just
Hallway,
a small
kind of.
hallway?
Before I come down, I'm going to cast Disguise Self to
Okay.
alter my appearance. So
Right.
that
So what are you making yourself look like?
I'm just like a really dusty,
Regular gnome? Forest gnome.
white gnome.
Forest gnome.
Right, they get a ladder, someone starts to come up and they help you get down. This big half-orc man's carrying you down the ladder. Carrying you like an infant in his arms.
I feel so safe.
Mama.
You shouldn't feel safe.
Now, what were you doing in there?
Just cleaning the air vents.
Really?
That's what they told me to do.
Oh, great.
Who told you to clean the air vents?
I don't remember their name. They just said so and so, please clean the air vent. I'm like, okay, that's what I did.
Right. Would you come with me, please?
We're so lost.
Sure.
He starts taking you
At least he
downstairs.
has the wisdom to cast Disguise Self.
Right, that was brilliant.
So, what are you two doing in
I
your
did not just.
little lab today?
I'm using comprehend language.
Okay. You're getting nothing. It hasn't spoken at all.
Yeah, of course. In that case, I'm looking at her projects.
Mhm.
I don't know those spell magic mouth.
What
She
level
has
is
the-
that anyway?
Second.
It is.
She's detailed a couple of scrolls you can use.
That's true. I will I guess be looking through the scrolls.
The main idea she seems to have is to kind of backwards jimmy rig a sending stone, mix it up with a magic mouth to try to store voice recording, basically. It's like an audio log.
Through a sending stone.
Because apparently she finds writing bothersome. She hates to write.
Isn't this technically Torkin Deep Breath's building?
Technically, yes. Well, it's one of the ones he works with.
So and so told me that Torkin Deep Breath needed these beds cleaned. He was complaining about how dusty it was in the labs.
Did you leave the key?
I did.
Or did you take it?
I left the key.
Oh, okay.
I just stuck it on that table. Because I'm like, I'm done with the list.
Then
Goodbye.
then I'll grab the key and unlock the door and walk in there and ritually cast Detect Magic. Just in case there's anything
You
in the
should see if the
storerooms.
key works on that.
A couple of scrolls left over. That some minorly magical.
Holy crap, she's got scrolls everywhere!
What are the scrolls?
Yeah, I'll go open the scrolls. Anything interesting?
Couple more conjure elements. A couple magic missiles for self-defense.
I'm starting
A
to
random
think she is
frostbite for no reason.
not a spellcaster.
You do find another teleport scroll.
What the frick? This lady is crazy. Magic missile. Right?
How many scrolls of Magic Mouth did she have?
Only about 3 of them. This is a small side project that she just found, and so it's using her own personal fund.
Oh, okay.
Most of this is government funded.
In that case,
'Kay.
I will double check that.
Trick. You get taken outside the building to the main building across the street.
The explosive
guy-
one?
Not the explosive one, the one
Oh.
next to it.
I was like, they're gonna blow your head off.
This guy has a very firm grip on your arm.
Mm-hmm.
He is not letting you slip past anywhere. He just takes you into the building, he nods to the receptionist, and puts you in another room and says, "Wait here, please."
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of chairs you can sit in, he closes the door, you do hear it lock.
Couple chairs taller than me. Really?
True.
Look up at him. They don't think about short people anymore, Dad. So I hear a lock.
Yep. You're locked in, no windows.
But the lock's both ways.
You can try. So, what are you going to do in this little locked room? You don't know how long you have. You just put you in there and said, "Wait here," and left.
I wonder when Trick's gonna get back. I hope he put those potions to good use.
The 22 unlocked the door.
Did you just roll for something?
I just rolled it to 22 to pick the lock.
You could at least tell me when you're doing things.
Oh, sorry. You want me to roll again?
Roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Why do I have disadvantage?
I don't have to tell you anything.
That is true.
Before I pick the locks, what is the ceiling made of?
Ceiling? Looks to be wood.
Wood. They left a pyromaniac gnome in the wood room.
Stone walls.
I'm
wood
on
roof.
fire, guys! Let me out!
Screw everyone!
Yeah,
13.
not bad for a 2.
That's the thing. You can't read. You can't get anything below 10, can you?
I can't.
Okay.
Because of his,
Actually, I can't get anything below 12.
You don't add your gloves of thievery. It's
Yes, for lockpicking you do.
do you?
Yep. Gloves of thievery add to lockpicking.
I did not
Lockpicking
know
and
that.
pickpocketing.
Never mind. As you were, thief.
Just wait until he's level 13. Next
You
game.
start to make a bit of headway, but not
That
quite to
doesn't work.
unlocking the door.
Not quite to unlocking the door by the time someone gets there.
It's getting a bit frustrating with you. You think you're starting to figure out some bits of how it works. Nothing. If you want to try again, go ahead. Straight roll.
A straight roll?
Mhm.
So no disadvantage?
Nope, just a straight roll with your ass. Lockpicking, whatever it's called. Try to hand.
Natural 20, so that makes that a 31.
Yep.
With a final push and a click, door unlocks. You are free to leave.
But I just passed people.
Spend another spell slot.
Your
You don't have to look the
door's
same.
unlocked. You can leave.
Yeah, I could expend disguise self again.
You do have the alter self potion too.
True. And that changes my appearance.
It changes
And
your
it's-
body.
It's not even.
So it's like
illusion either.
it's like disguise self, but better. It's a bit more expensive normally when you're spell
It's a
casting,
second
but
level
it's better.
spell.
Okay. So we're going to alter self. And can I make myself? How tall can I make myself?
4 feet.
4 feet.
Well, just under.
Like 3.5 feet.
Pretty much. Otherwise, you're pushing medium. You could turn into a halfling.
How short's the shortest elf?
About 4'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
4'6".
It's a little taller than you can be with a alter self. It's even taller than you can be with disguise self. Because that one is limited to 1 foot.
And just an illusion.
And it's just an illusion. This is not an illusion.
So if I alter self and then disguise self on top of it,
Yeah.
then I could be 4.5.
Yes.
Technically, yeah.
I could be a small elf.
Oh boy.
This is getting technical.
But with alter self, I'm completely solid all the way through.
Yes.
With disguise self, that adds like
That foot.
That
above.
foot above your head, they can pass their hand through it. So if they try to grab your head, they pass through.
that might be a good thing.
I'm gonna jump off your head!
I'm invincible. Run.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Doomed.
I'm gonna use alter self, and then I'm going to use disguise self, so that I'm 4.5 feet tall and I'm a small elf. And then
He's going to jail. And I helped him!
Look at what you guys have done without any reasonable people.
I'm reasonable.
I am very.
what was the path that I took? There's only one person between me and that door,
Yep.
right?
Very simple. Just a couple guards at the front door. Just maybe a couple people on your way as they're walking to and fro.
You do.
How
have a
tall is that
flying
a
version.
lady elf?
She was sitting at a receptionist's desk, so you have no idea.
No, I mean the one that we were working for.
Safiel?
Mhm.
About 5'5". So
She
no,
did.
Would she have any reason to be in that building?
well, you don't know where
not.
she went. She just told you she was going somewhere else for work.
On the first floor.
Second floor.
Second floor. She's making it up in the world.
No, she's just banned from working on the first floor.
I don't think we caught where Roland works.
The first floor.
Sure. But she's not allowed in there without Mr. Pie.
That's
Not
what he
allowed
said.
as a lab.
I don't know why I have Expedition Retreat prepared.
Because we have to run.
Well, that's a good point.
So, what's
That's a
Trick
great
up to?
idea. I'm gonna walk towards the doors. I look like a female elf.
So you open the door to the room you're in?
Yep.
An alarm goes off.
Okay, I'm gonna cast haste.
Your illusion will drop, and you can't cast haste.
You
It's
can't.
Expeditious Retreat.
Expeditious retreat. My illusion will drop with
Yes.
expeditious retreat.
Because they're both concentration.
Oh. Very much.
How many spell slots do you have? You only have
3,
three, and you've already used
1,
2.
2, 3. That would have been all 3 of them.
Yep. That's a quick one.
Okay, so you cast Expeditious Retreat on yourself. Alarm goes off in the entire building.
We're in a different building, right?
Yep, you're in a different building.
We do not hear.
You don't.
Well, do we hear anything coming from the grate?
you do
Maybe
hear
like a
you do hear a
distant
bit,
beep.
a distant ringing noise.
I wonder what that is.
Okay.
Do you think they have those ice cream trucks here? I'm kidding. They didn't have them at the
You
volcano.
got a suspicious person on the loose. A suspicious person on the loose. Front doors are being closed. Guards are coming. The couple guards on the outside are inside and they're closing the doors.
Trick, what have you done?
Your only chance is to dash for it.
With Expeditious Retreat, you can dash
you
twice.
can dash.
Okay.
Which,
With
I
your
mean-
35.
that's only in his armor,
Oh,
right?
you don't have your armor.
No, I have my armor on.
You have your armor on.
Well, do I have my? I never said I didn't have my armor on.
Well, you wouldn't have fit through the vents.
They
for
never
it.
took any of my stuff away, so I could have put my armor on.
Yes. But then Alter Self wouldn't help you.
Yeah, would have.
No, because Alter Self
Changes
affects
your
your
body.
physical form, not the armor.
That is the problem with Alter Self, is it only changes your body and not the armor.
So if I did alter self with the armor on, then I would just have to change my face. I could still be I could be a 5 foot.
You could be taller than 5 foot.
Yeah. And then I don't have to do disguise self.
Yeah, that's true.
Technicals.
So if I do that, I don't do disguise self. I've got my armor on,
And then you dash for the door.
and I dash
So
for the door.
35, 90, 60, that's 70.
Yeah.
That'd be 105 feet.
No.
Doors
You
are
don't
almost
double it again,
closed.
you just add 35 again. Yes, 105 feet, yeah.
I did!
With expeditious retreat, that times it by 3, doesn't it?
No, it's just 105
Well,
feet.
Well,
You
yes,
move
it is
105
your
feet
movement speed times
times
3.
3. Yeah. Which is
Doors are almost
105.
closed at this point.
Okay.
And with the mobile feet, oh wait, that's disengaged. Never mind. Never mind. Continue.
So how far is it from the?
20 feet.
Okay, yeah, then I dash for that.
Let's see, 35.
So you start running. The
105.
receptionist points and you
in
say,
six-
"Someone stop him!"
Her. I look like a female elf.
Yeah.
Her. Someone stop her! Dang it.
No. Okay.
Guards are getting in your way. Let's see. Roll athletics.
Well, if it's only 20, you could disengage as an action. Bonus action dash.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. One of them's trying to tackle you.
Well, he can do acrobatics for
Contested
grappling.
grapples. Yeah.
Right.
So that's a 20.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see here. He goes for you. You just get out of his grasp and you go for the door.
I've only got to dash 20 feet.
Yes. But dashing more is better.
Dashing.
So
Right.
Dashing
So
through
you
the
get-
door.
You shove past
and
another
get over
guard
the
and you
guard.
burst out the doors. You're outside. You're free.
Close and lock the door. Close and lock the door.
wait, does the door open inward or outward?
It opens inward.
Inward.
Just
You
keep
shove,
running.
you shove past the guard. You open the door and you're outside.
And I'm still running for
Yeah.
105 feet.
His boots have tracking on them.
Only if someone gets their hands on it to read it.
Right.
How far away is this building from where I am?
These two, the two buildings, they're on the same street. Where's that map we had?
Where'd you put it, Russ?
Oh, I found it.
It's like I put it somewhere. I literally just looked at it before the session.
Yep, so here's the building. Here's the building your friends are. You're in this middle building here, and you have this entire space right here, roughly about 100 feet. You can start dashing for anywhere else.
So I'm about 100 feet away from it.
Yep.
So if I
You
did,
can still make it.
I
next
did
round.
dash twice, then I'd make it.
Not quite, because you had 20 feet to the door. You would be like 15 feet short of
No.
the other building.
Yes.
Double dash.
Yes.
That is.
That's a double dash.
105 is dashing with your action, dashing with your bonus action.
Are there any corners?
Ask him. I have no idea. This is his city. This is your world. What's with that?
That's
So
my
let's see where am I.
paper.
So you're coming out right here. You can go this way, that way, up, down. You can draw it with a pencil if you want which direction you want to go.
I would show you the map, but it wouldn't make sense
How
because I can't
fast?
poke things on.
How far around the corner could I get?
If you're going here or that either one of these directions, you can maybe just barely get past the corner, but that'd be it. If you go around, you can make it down that side or this side.
So if I go down that side,
Mhm.
can I, the alter self potion, can I dismiss that, or is that something that
That's
It's stuck for 10 minutes.
for 10 minutes?
yep.
So if I go around the corner, I couldn't have changed. I didn't change my shape, my size.
No. Just your face.
So if I run over there and then cast disguise self for my last
Spell slot.
spell slot, I can look like someone else, and I'll
Including
just
changing your armor.
and I would put my armor on its lowest setting.
Do it.
All right. Yeah.
Do not
I'm gonna
get
do
us
that.
thrown in jail. Two Pipe is too young
So
to die.
you're dropping disguise self and you're shrinking.
I am.
Dropping expeditious retreat. And
Well, no.
disguise.
I used
disguising,
all
so,
105 feet of the expeditious retreat
Well,
to
you
get as
can.
far
Well,
back here as
expeditious retreat is concentration for
A minute. I
One-
believe.
10 minutes.
Is
possible.
it
So
really?
I can do that.
You
You
could
can
keep
just
running.
maintain it.
You could keep running for 10 minutes.
Okay. So I'm going to keep running for a little bit then.
Like, you could give them a run for their money because nobody can run 105 feet except for a monk.
So yeah, I'm gonna run.
At like 11th level.
Exactly.
How far could I get in 10 minutes?
In 10 minutes, full sprint.
Miles.
No.
At 105?
You could get halfway through the wind
Fine.
district. You can get from where you are to halfway through the wind district,
It's
almost to the end of the
seconds.
sovereign district on the south
So it'd be
side.
times 10
If you
for
just cut straight through, you could
1
get
minute.
halfway through
Times
Ember
100
district.
for 10 minutes.
Just matters where you want to go and if you want
How
to
much- what
avoid
is
the
a
main
mile?
street or not.
And
5,000.
that potion will be gone. Will be out of.
You just gotta run for 10 minutes in the potion.
5,280.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna run like clear out
Yeah.
this way.
1.8 miles.
1.9.
1.9.
Almost 2 miles. You could get there in 10 minutes. 2 miles in 10 minutes.
That's how fast you move.
I'm gonna run for Breeze home.
Okay.
We're in so much trouble.
Make a dex save for me, would you?
I just rolled a 15.
I'm not affiliated.
Plus
Right.
You are not
4.
affiliated with me.
19.
Okay. You hear a twang from behind you, and instinctively you get the idea to kind of jump a little bit. A kind of grappling-like device swirls underneath your feet and misses you
Okay.
as you just keep running.
Wow. 17! 17! 17!
A couple people are shouting at you to stop, and you get some weird looks.
I have to go to the bathroom.
You're far away from them.
And the bells of the city go off.
Interesting.
Mr. Pipe sitting here. You should have explained that that potion of flying doesn't help much.
Okay.
Is it not fast?
No, not really.
It's
So
only
what's the
10
route
feet,
you're
isn't
taking
it?
to get to Breeze Home?
Zigzag. Back alleys. Using my street training from when
So
I
you're
went
going
through
down, you're following through Stone District, past.
That's true. As an urchin, you take half the time to travel through
Yep.
a city.
of that I
Yeah.
So just back alleys. There's back alleys, right?
So you could go through the city twice as fast as any guard.
You are.
Twice as fast as a guard,
You
and I've got.
You've grown up on the streets. You grew up in this city. You know everything. Guard units are trying the best to try to catch you. You're 3 steps ahead of them.
This is my town, truckers.
2 dashes ahead of them, actually.
A couple guards start going down an alleyway. You're already 4.5 blocks away. This is making you feel almost alive again, it's reminding you of your old days. You get to breeze home without any trouble. Disguise self is dropped. Expedition.
Disguise self lasts for an hour.
No.
Oh, alter
Yeah,
self.
Alter
Yes,
self. That's
alter
right.
is
Alter
like
self
10
is no longer an issue. Expedition retreat's gone. You're at breeze home and you're a
Is
little
what's his
winded,
name?
but you have just big grin on your face.
Is what's his name there?
Marshall?
Yeah.
You go up to your room, Della welcomes you, asks if there's anything she can get you. Marshall's not there.
Marshall's.
You're just gonna hunker
Just
down
say,
the rest of
hey,
the day
if
there?
anyone asks, I just came back here to grab some stuff. I've been here for a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna, after everything's dropped, I'm back to my regular who I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I just walk back to the lab.
That's true because nobody saw him.
You walk back back past the lab. Guards are stopping people on the streets, asking them if they've seen. They already have a rough sketch, a description of
Of this elven woman.
an
In
elven
armor.
woman in armor.
The funny part is, one guy has a description of a gnome, and the other one has a description of an elf.
They're looking for 2 people. They must be accomplices.
Oh gosh.
Couple guards walk up to you and ask if you've seen this elf.
What? No, that's. I mean, if I'd seen her, I'd let you know. If I do see her, I'll let you know. Actually, I could just say, yeah, she went that way. I watched her dash that way. Just lead them off to the.
Oh my
And-
gosh.
Court.
You're telling them that you saw her ran off.
I
the
think they
quarry?
left off to the quarry ring. I could have swore I saw just a flash. She was going so fast.
Roll deception.
18 plus.
Oh, 18
Oh.
plus?
Yeah.
Oh my
21.
god. They seem to believe your story. As you go off.
There's more.
There's more. While this is going on,
So I'm just back.
I'm messing around with the Silverthorne.
Yep. So what are you trying to do with them?
I have no idea. I've never. Well, actually, I'll go through any of her alchemist books and see if she has anything on Silverthorne. I'm really not super familiar with it, never worked with it. I've only read about it. It is absolutely amazing and hurts.
So reading through you start reading through the books. You do find a small section on Silverthorne detailing it. It seems that most of its alchemical properties is found mostly in its thorns and not the stalks itself. It can be used if mixed with some potions. It can be used as a rudimentary, very weak healing potion. But it's more prized for kind of like anti-monstrosity kind of potion. A kind of poison you can coat your blade with that it seems to be pretty effective against most forms of beasts and subterranean animals.
Kind of boring. Well, I could just cut my blade with it and
You can mix it with other acids. It mainly works as kind of like an enhancement.
enhancement.
Seems to enhance the strength of most poisons and buffing potions.
Alrighty.
People have tried it with a health potion. They get anything from slightly increased results to
Stab.
basically, yeah, it feels like your stomach's being stabbed.
Swallows the thorn whole.
rainbow coat your blade in poison.
I've got 12 different kinds of poison on this thing.
Sword blows up.
But yeah, you guys could hear the shouting of someone getting out.
I hope. And if I was religious, pray.
I thought
But
you
it's
were
not-
religious.
Nobody knows that. He has never told anybody that he's a
Good point.
cleric.
I-
Nobody knows it.
Has the elemental done anything new?
Nope, it's just swamped corners.
It's swamped corners.
Oh, I'm so
I'm going to go over, make notes, and then go back to staring at objects I don't know how to use. I'm an artillerist, not a mechanic.
Right, how close
8 point.
You getting?
I think he needs some help here.
You get back to the main thing, and a couple more guards stop you. They are in much nicer armor. Looks like it's made of Orhalcum stuffs. They stop you again. They have almost a full body portrait of this elf. Like, have you seen her?
Well, I just talked to guards over there, and I told them I saw her heading towards the quarry ring.
One of them seems to believe you and moves on. The other guy is the other one's eyeing you. She's looking down at you. It seems to be taking a good look at your armor.
I'm not wearing my armor.
You took it off?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me these things.
Sorry. I thought it was obvious. They were looking for someone in armor, so I take it off.
So they seem to believe you and they move on.
Sorry. I'll be a little more specific.
Alright. So you go back into the building and down to the lab.
Yep.
Elevator's already down. Saphio walks in on you two like, are you guys alright?
Yes.
You mean 3 of us? There's 3 of us down here.
3.
She didn't say 2. She said guys.
No.
Didn't he?
He said that she comes in on you 2.
Oh, that's what you meant. I was like, what?
Everything alright? Yes.
Yes.
What was the ruckus about?
Someone crawling around in the vents. People think it might have been an infiltration attempt, and someone breaking out of the main hall.
What's the main hall?
It's just what I call it. It's actually our main office building. All the paperwork, documentation,
Sounds boring.
offices. Yes.
Oh yeah, you went there.
finished experiments there.
Yes. They typically take anyone they find. They have a special locked room there that they can put people in they're not quite sure about to get background checked or cross-referenced. Someone seemed to have broken out of there.
Sounds impressive. Not gonna lie. Now, I've got a question for you.
No. Yes.
Where am I at this
What? Yeah, where is he at this point?
The elevator's coming up for you.
Okay. Because I want to be down.
You want to get?
I wish we had message right now. This would
like,
be the
I'm
perfect
so
time
sorry,
for
guys.
message, but we don't have it.
Guys, I messed up royally. I need
It's
help.
like,
Come
I'm
pick
so
me
sorry,
up.
guys. I totally just forgot something at Bree's home.
So, my question is, what if we helped you create something to outdo Deep Breast and his assistant, Alphys, to try and help you get a name for yourself?
Oh no, I don't think we could ever make anything outdo the both of them. Besides, they're not entering in the fair anyways.
They're not entering, but maybe you can grab their attention.
Yeah, but with what?
You've got 4 of the greatest minds here.
Greatest mind.
You've got an artillerist.
Silent elf.
You've got an alchemist. You've got an armor, and you've got.
At this point, you're joined as Trick.
Well, now you have an armor.
What are you volunteering me for?
Don't worry about it, Trick. Welcome back.
Oh.
Did you grab what you needed?
Yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah,
What,
I pick up my
Okay.
staff that's been in my bag the whole time. I totally forgot this. I'm sorry, guys.
And you've got a robotics master.
Point just looks back at you all and goes back to whatever she's working on.
Sometimes.
Tinkering at something.
Sometimes.
when she's lucid?
I bet if we knew more about your elemental binding, we could help you do something very special.
Yeah.
I'm not one for fancy, but he builds cannons for fun. I bet we could make something really good. Maybe armor, or robots with armor on it and a cannon attached.
That will have the War Department crawling all over my back, and I don't need that right now.
But it could have deep breast crawling all over your back too. That sounded wrong.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, what exactly were you wanting me to do here? I wasn't able to figure out much.
Oh, it's
I'm not
fine.
familiar with the spells. I could learn them if I had the time and money.
It's fine.
Resources.
It's just a silly side project of mine. I write so much, my hand cramps up a lot, and if I could just speak into something and it told me what I said before, then it'd make life a bit easier for me.
I see. Yes, it would take me quite a bit of experimenting, but I could transfer one of these scrolls into my spell book and be able to use it.
You can do that?
Yes, I studied for a little bit under a wizard while sailing, and have picked up a few tricks.
Oh, that
Which
actually be
one
very
would
helpful.
you copy in?
What
I
scrolls do you need?
Just a magic mouth.
Oh, of
I have
course.
a-
Can you learn second level spells?
Yes, I just checked.
No,
I thought we
get
determined
these
that you
off the
couldn't.
shelf. Here you go.
No, I can't just automatically learn them by leveling up. I can record any spell that I have spell slots for.
Any spell he has spell slots to cast for, he can learn. Granted, he takes the time and energy to learn it.
Yes, it just will take a lot of resources that I
It's
don't.
like, what,
It'll-
25,
it'll-
50 gold?
50 gold
Could she
per
learn-
level, so it'll cost me 100 gold pieces in resources. So technically, if I just had the resources themselves, it wouldn't cost me anything. But yes,
Yeah.
it would cost me. It'll cost me quite a bit that I don't have.
Right, just tell me what you need, and we can get this going.
Well, if you have the resources to use the spell, which is a bit of honeycomb, jade dust. Yeah, that's it.
Here's our inventory list.
Yes, I'll look at that. If she has this stuff for casting the spell, I'll look.
I have some of this, I can get some more of this. Yeah, I think we can get this done.
Question. DM question.
Yes.
Okay. I, as a rock gnome, can use tinkering, which allows me to make a music box. Could that music box have words put in it as opposed to music?
The thing with music boxes is it's literally little like.
Mm,
Have you torn apart a music box?
It's a cone.
Well,
It's literally a cone.
in short,
when
no.
opened. But if I mix that with magical tinkering, which allows me to do a 6-second message, then I could, on each of the pins for the music box, I could have it have a 6-second recording, 6-second recording, 6-second recording. So it would just slowly go through, and she'd have her whole message on this
It'd just be a 6-second recording.
per pin.
No.
It's like a little spool with it's a solid built piece. It's a little spool with like little notches that are part of it that
Right,
go
but
along
you
that
could take those little notches
tingle.
and have them inserted in now.
No, too small.
You definitely can.
Do what?
So
Oh,
it'd be
me
a,
learn
it'd
spells?
be a
Yeah.
6-second message.
Because
If you can speak
like-
really, really, really fast, you can
Like
get a
she
lot in
can?
6 seconds.
kind of looks like,
Like
you
she
can't,
can.
but then it kind of looks like you can.
She
so it's
can't
like,
magically tinker.
Well, in the green
True.
section, it says
Yeah.
yes, I can.
So you could leave a little 6-second message for yourself or your friends.
well, it says if it is of a spell level, you can prepare,
What?
I just
thought it
know
said I could
with
cast.
tinkering,
and if you can spare
I've
the time.
had various YouTubers mention that depending on how the DM wants to work it, you could make different things that.
Yep.
Like
If
I
it's a
can make a
spell
voice
level, you
recording
can
with
prepare.
tinker.
A lot of things are up to DM discretion.
But under
I'd say
preparing,
the
what?
music box idea would work.
Copying a spell
6 seconds.
into the book. It is the
6
first
seconds.
paragraph.
What if I tried to make something else that just she just had to pull tablets then?
They changed the wording.
We can talk about this later.
We'll talk about it later. Yeah. Just a thought.
Well,
If it is a level with which you have spell slots,
They changed the wording.
they changed the wording.
They didn't want people min-maxing.
What did they do?
The older copies of the player handbook would allow me to learn spells even though I can't.
How old is that one?
I don't know.
one second. I'm gonna check my book real quick.
What the
Because
heck?
I've had my book for at least a year, for a good couple of years.
I bet you Merlin's copy says this.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, this is. You can prepare. But under the prepare,
What page is it on?
you have the same one as
Yeah.
we do. Oh, it's
Prepare
114. In this one, you prepare the list of wizard spells that are available for you to cast. To do so, choose a number of wizard spells from your spell book equal to your intelligence modifier. The spells
Right.
must be of a level for which you have spell slots. So it kind of sounds like you can prepare higher level spells if you have the spell slots.
Okay, so in that case it doesn't matter. I can still
Yep.
learn second level spells because I have second level spell slots.
Regardless, as the DM, I rule yes. Case closed.
Perfect. I will begin working on Magic Mouth then.
Right.
It'll take me 4 hours.
The rest,
She won't
yeah,
mind.
the rest of the day goes by. She goes out. She gets whatever ingredients that you need left.
Do I need to roll for that? No, I don't.
No,
Nope,
it
it just records.
Yes. Okay. I'll proceed to practice casting
So it's
Magic
just
Mouth
us three in the
over
room?
and over and
Us
no,
four.
I'm still in there.
Us 4?
I'm just practicing
Okay. It's just us 4.
repetitively.
Repetitively working with it and trying to figure it out to his own unique style. Right. It's about quitting time for all you guys now. You've completed your various tasks. Points the first one up the elevator. Safiel does ask if you can stay behind though to help her out with her side project, given that you can just straight up cast the spell.
Sure.
I will go up the,
Then I can
up the
only-
elevator, and as I'm going, come with your date.
Technically, I can only cast it twice per day, but
Oh, yeah. Goodbye to you too.
Is it not a ritual?
no.
Lame
Sadly.
sauce.
But I will add it to my class. I will add it.
Well, you technically can't cast it right now because you don't have it prepared.
That is also true.
That kind of sucks. That would explain why wizards always put their spells in at night, so then in the morning they could have it.
What I'm pulling up Magic Mouth is ritual.
Is it?
Yep.
Magic Mouth. Magic Mouth. Oh, it is ritual. Oh,
So
never
you're
mind. Scratch that. I can cast it just written in my book. Oh, there it is. I couldn't find it.
Frick, yeah, you can
Yeah.
you can cast it right now.
Yep. It'll
So-
just take me 10 minutes.
You
Every
all
time.
go back to Bree's home. You head off to bed. You stay with her. You're up almost the entire night.
That's okay. I only need
She-
4 hours of trance.
She's not even stopping the trance.
Oh boy.
She's a half elf, isn't she? Or is she full elf?
That should be half
She's
elf.
half elf, she doesn't trance.
She doesn't care.
Half elves don't trance.
Nope. She'll get
They
exhaustion.
wish they could.
She doesn't stop to sleep.
Yes. So I will just continually cast Magic Mouth for her as she does all the other technical stuff because that's all I'm good for at this point.
When you come back to full awareness from your trance, she is passed out on her desk. Notice that you guys got about 20 attempts in. Magic Mouth worked just fine for about 18 of those. 2 of those, nothing happened at all. Magic was all garbled. Her sending stones are probably never going to send again. She seemed to have made some headway with where she's going, but not much.
They're sending love letters back and forth, I just know it. And she's recording all of them.
She's just completely passed out on her desk.
Do I move her? I'll use Tensor's floating disc as a ritual, and just kind of like plop her onto it, and then I'm going to walk through her room, up and over her bed, so the Tensor's floating disc follows me over the bed, and then I'll dismiss it so that she plops onto her bed, and then I'll walk out and shut the door behind me.
I don't want to touch this woman. I have an idea.
I want this to be the least romantic thing possible.
I almost called session 6 funerals and dates. Because everybody told us it was our funeral, and then you go on a date. I might have to call it that now.
Okay.
You head back home?
Well, I've already tranced, so there's no point. I'm just gonna go stare at the scrying orb.
Points with us.
I'm gonna ritual cast comprehend language and just sit there and stare at it for no reason.
It seems to just be kind of just sitting in the same spot. It's not moving for most of the night. Well, what little left of the night there is.
What you should do is copy some more spell scrolls.
I don't have the money for it.
That's true.
When I get a second level in evocation wizard, I can copy evocation spells cheaper.
That's true.
So you're just sitting there staring at the entire screen this entire time. You're not doing anything else. You
I'll browse her
Collection?
books. Yeah, just going through them.
Should have left my pro with you. Oh well.
a lot of books. Everything from basic engineering, anything from basic engineering to binding theory. She seems to have put most of her study towards elemental behavior, like how an elemental acts, thinks. Not a very popular opinion.
How can we make it a popular opinion?
Going from her notes, she does seem brilliant.
She's
I mean, half this stuff you don't understand, but it does seem that she's touching on subjects not a lot of people even consider.
Care about considering.
I wouldn't expect to understand it. I'm a bodyguard. It's been my job for the past
So you
20 years.
You're just reading through the book she has, any of her notes at all, or just the books?
I'll touch on her notes if I have time by the time everyone else gets here.
About 4:30 in the morning, you've skimmed like titles and maybe the opening couple pages of the books. Yep. Advanced theory, couple small notebooks, engineering, alchemy. The odd adventure novel because people just get bored. Nothing much.
What were the other spell scrolls she had? You said magic missile, but I don't know about that one. I know about
that
the.
one.
I know about.
Elemental binding.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And conjure method. Not conjure method. Create method.
Just some create method spells, conjure minor elementals, and a odd teleportation scroll.
Odd.
Is there any binding method spells? Binding elemental. What are we
Elemental binding. Method binding.
Method binding. That's right. We had to change the name because.
Elemental binding will be bigger.
Yeah, top shelf is full of them.
Of spell scrolls or just books on it.
Books on it and a couple spell scrolls.
Dang it! I'm 2 gold shy of enough to learn it. 2 gold.
Okay.
I guess I'll just read books on binding theory, just so that if I do learn it, I'll have a grasp of it.
Start to read, very boring.
Written by her.
I mean, if you understand enough, you could prepare it as an artificer.
What? Oh, yes.
Let's see, pass it.
Oh, that is true. Because artificers can just learn it. But it's just so much easier to have it as a wizard.
You're reading your books.
The create method would be easier because it is a ritual.
Out of the corner of your
I
eye,
guess the opposite.
you
talk about
see,
it
you see
later.
some movement on the screen. The earth elemental is now like pacing around the room.
Ooh, I'll go over and start recording. Circles.
Circle.
I will draw a box and then draw a circle in it. And then right next to it, pattern of walking of the way the elemental was.
It only
It just
takes-
makes it just keeps like a slow walk around. After about its like 10th round, it actually puts its hand on the wall, like it's like stony hand on the wall,
Continues writing.
dragging it across, stomping in almost any crevice it can find.
I was trying to get out.
Maybe trying
Till-
to escape.
It stops at the door and just stares at it. Or where the door
It's
would
too
be. It's
tall.
huge. But it seems to catch on the basic frame of where the door is, and it just stops, and its hand just feels around it for a second. Now it's just looking at
Oh crap! Now I know what James has planned for us.
it.
Continues recording.
frick. Prepare different spells. Prepare different spells.
That's metagaming, Alan. You should know better.
It's true. I wouldn't prepare any of those spells.
For the rest of the night, it stays there. You
So
guys,
we're taking a long
morning
rest at
comes
this point.
along, you all wake up.
Okay, I wouldn't have that spell though.
I'm going to raid her food stores.
Nothing fancy.
Warriors,
Stuff that stays long. She doesn't have like any of the refrigerating devices down here.
That's perfectly fine. I'm a sailor. I eat stuff that stays long.
This stuff is a bit nicer than the stuff you'd eat at ship. At ship. Much better than hard tacking rule.
Perfect. Fancy food.
Paradise.
Wait a minute. Isn't this whole place made of stone?
Except for the walls of those rooms.
Oh yeah.
Everything down here is some kind of stone. The main room that he's in is a big chunk of reinforced orichalcum. These other ones are made of newer materials and stone.
Well, since I have nothing better to do, I'll just create a bonfire and start glass blowing again.
In the middle of her room.
I'll move the tables out of the way. I don't want to.
What would I wear?
I don't want to start
What would I
anything.
wear?
Start anything on fire, but I'm just like in the middle of the room with this massive 5-foot square fire. And then I'll dismiss it when it gets hot and blow and sculpt and then recast and.
Okay, I can change that artificer.
It's a very strange sight to see.
Okay, so now that's an artificer. Now I need to put a cleric.
She doesn't have a fireplace down here, right? Yep, no, okay.
Nope, not in the rooms you're in. In her room, yes, there is a small fireplace.
Not doing it in there! The door is open. Should have locked it.
You
Do
just
you
glass
use
blow till the
lock-picking
morning.
tools to lock the door?
Yep, I just glass blow till the morning.
You guys wake up, breakfast is for you. Marshall gets back to you all. Remind me again what the information you guys were looking for was.
We were looking for a blueprint of the building,
Floor plan? Yep, still zilch on that.
and what was the other thing?
I don't remember asking anything.
I asked for two things: floor plan of the building and
Better breakfast.
no. Man, I don't even remember what the other thing was.
It wasn't me.
Oh, wait a second.
Was it?
Now I remember what I was going to prepare.
Now, Alan, you might want to roll for your experimental potion
Oh, yeah.
for today.
I already have it prepared. Oh, your flying potion is no longer. You have an empty
I
vial.
drank it on the way, just to
Oh, it's fine.
experience it.
Oh, do they expire?
Yeah, after I take a long rest, they expire.
Yeah.
Every time he makes a new one, the old one's poof,
No, like literally after a long rest, it just.
Huh.
it's gone.
That day.
Yep.
I guess that's what happened.
I would have asked you for my vials back.
Alright, you get them back.
It's another potion of flight. I rolled
Doc.
2 5s in a row.
I wouldn't consider it lucky. I feel like the.
Oh, I didn't say it was lucky.
No,
Potion
no,
of
he
flight.
did.
We can try and get out there.
Oh,
I feel like the altar self is the most broken.
right. I mean, I can create a healing potion.
So you guys head off to work?
Yeah,
I don't remember what we asked Marshall either.
I don't remember.
Damn,
Just
none
go
of us
back
remember.
and watch the beginning of this.
That's probably what we'll end up doing.
Eventually.
It's like, oh, that would have fixed the whole game.
Right, so you all head off to work.
It's like, yeah, I did get that information. It would have been important.
Yes, we get there.
You find me glass blowing. I'm making a small Earth elemental out of glass.
He's been looking at the earth element far too long.
So you're starting to have the main basic body shape going for you. It's very rough. Anything detailed would require maybe a touch of magic to throw in there.
It doesn't need to be perfect. It's an earth elemental.
Oh,
I will come down.
Dispel my bonfire
There's
and clean up my patch of floor.
I noticed that you didn't come home last night.
You were there when she asked for his help.
I know, but I didn't expect him to stay out all night.
Oh, what else was I going to do? Last time I stayed out too, tried traveling across the town in the middle of the night. Almost got arrested. No, I decided it was best to stay here. Plus, I could actually make a bonfire here. Not very much wood. Also, the elemental's very interested right now.
Is it speaking?
Nope.
Why aren't you speaking?
It's still standing in front of the door.
I don't like it.
I like it. I'm excited.
Saville, is that normal?
Oh, yeah. It hasn't done much. Very insightful.
Okay.
I'll show her my notes and
You're
Thank you.
drawing of a circle?
in a square.
In a square. The circle in a
I
square.
wrote words on the side.
This is what it did all night and day.
She seems to be. She's sitting at the desk next to the crystal ball. She seems to be heavily. She's just writing and writing and writing.
I can't have a red light with this thing.
You could. You just actually fall unconscious.
It's true. Can't get enough oxygen out or in. Okay.
Maybe if. Today I need. Pipe, I need you to take that list from Trick. Anything we're missing, I need you to go out and get.
You guys are dead.
Do you have fun?
Yes, how am I supposed to pay for this?
One.
Put it on your tab.
She stops for a second. She starts writing something else on another piece of paper, signs it, hands it to you. Take this to the main. Take this to the main desk in the office building. They should be able to hook you up with some funds.
Okay.
Everyone else, work on your previous assignments.
I will go
Trick,
do that.
help Revak or
Here's your
point in any way you can.
to change them out.
I'll go and start doing a bunch more ritual casting of Magic Mouth.
What do I do?
Oh, and can any of you cook?
I can cook potions.
I can cook what you have.
I can cook vegetables and potions.
Just don't forget lunch is at noon. Eat something.
His name must have been real good.
How much sleep did you actually get?
I will go up to the front desk. Samuel handed me this and a list of things I need to get. I don't know what I'm doing, but
Young man just takes like, yeah, of course, just give me a second. That's fair. Yeah, that's her signature. And
4,
4,
5, 6,
okay, just
8.
all right, and here you go. 400 gold should cover everything she needs.
Yeah, that was you. That was definitely you. I will put that in my bag of holding that no longer is trapped.
That is a very large sum of money.
None of you guys see it.
No, but I wish I had 2 more gold pieces.
I will just go and
Give me 2 gold pieces.
I will go and grab whatever she needs on the list.
Mm-hmm.
How much does it actually come out to be?
So we go out shopping a couple hours later. $379. You just had a nice chat with some of the alchemists, and they let you off with small discounts, just enough to save 21 gold.
Nice. I'm a good person.
You return it to the front desk.
I return it to the front desk.
Oh, please.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Would you like the receipts? I was kidding. They don't have working printers, so they had to handwrite.
Oh yes, we can take those.
How would you do that?
Mud method printers.
Would that work?
I don't know.
We can discuss that on DM talks.
We'll discuss this later.
It would be a different series of method binding.
Yes, instead of DM talks, it'd just be method machines.
Day goes by. Russell, make some intelligence checks for me.
Intelligence, or just can I add Arcana?
You can add Arcana to it.
Perfect. I mean, it's only 2 more.
She sent you about some more miscellaneous tasks about.
Okay, so one's a natural 1, a total of 7, and then the other 2, I have a 16 and a 22.
She walked by at the wrong time.
Oh crap!
What am I doing at this point?
Helping him.
Depends on who you're helping.
Well, I don't
Point's just messing around with some kind of mechanized parts. She seems to be building like a little tiny animal.
Oh yeah, she rented that book. We need to give those books back. On the way back, we need to go to the library.
How long did you rent them for?
3 days.
Oh, dear.
This is the 3rd day.
Day ends, she sends you off. She seems to be pretty happy with some of the notes you made, and she's going off on another writing bender.
Did the elemental talk at all
Nope.
through the day? Nothing.
Nope, it moved away from the door and sat down on the opposite end.
I will leave
Looking
with
at the
them
door.
this time.
You coming, Ravak?
Yes, I'm coming. Need to make sure you guys return library books, apparently.
Yes. We will go to the library.
It happened at the library with a wrench.
I've got a knife.
I
Is
decided
that
to spend
right?
my vacation at the library!
Oh no.
I'm highly intelligent.
Me too. Nowhere near as intelligent as anybody else in the group, but
You're pretty darn
I've got a
intelligent.
3. It's pretty darn, but you've got a 5. You
Yeah.
got a 5.
No, I have a 4.
You got a 4.
You go back to the library. Young gnome's there again. How can I help you?
I would like to return my books.
Oh, right, of course. If you
I
can
just-
hand it me. Well, oh.
Yes.
Heavy reader, are we?
This.
Enjoy what you find?
Yes, it was very insightful.
Yes.
I'm just gonna look at him like you are an idiot.
I would see how you would
Mhm.
read that, but I'm also an idiot.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Yes, the old sovereign had lots of interesting insights on how the government worked.
Oh yes, absolutely.
It's like, you didn't even read it.
Just dying inside.
Anything else we can find for you today?
Nope, I'm good.
That's it?
Yes, do you have a blueprint of...
Nope, we're good.
You just like cover my mouth. Nope.
As we're walking back. So, Trick, how did your excursion go? We heard about somebody falling through some vents. That wasn't you, was it? I did give you a potion of flying so you didn't have to touch anything. Did you use that?
It wouldn't have lasted long enough.
You never know.
But next time.
As you guys are walking back to the Breeze home, main stage is starting to be set up. Some other artificers are starting to get their own booths set up and their own inventions set up and ready. You see some pretty interesting looking stuff from a couple. You do see one automaton. Most of the others are covered in drapes, but people have anything from like someone working on a table to some kind of flam-jaggle machine that they're working with.
I couldn't reach the top of the table. I was trying to read.
Got it. We've got to figure out how to get in.
Into where?
into there. Don't know how yet.
Just send Trick in with a flying potion.
Apparently that doesn't work very well.
Can you imagine going up at a slow snail pace of 10 feet every 6 seconds to try and reach an upper window in a very populated plaza?
Exactly.
You get back to the
Stealth
breeze
checks
home.
every 30 seconds. That was amazing.
Natural
Ella doesn't
one.
greet you this time, and Marshall's not there.
Huh.
That's okay. I'm gonna go to bed.
I will trance. And then be bored for 4 hours.
I don't know. Okay, next morning.
Next morning, potion.
You're going in here. I'm done.
But
But 5 is good.
Flying is interesting, isn't it?
Flying is interesting, yes, and 5 would be so good for damage, but flying.
What's
No.
3?
Huh? 3?
Still
It
no
would've been
sign of
resilience.
Marshall.
It's a +1 to AC. Like
Breakfast's on your tables. Della doesn't greet you.
Jala doesn't greet me.
Oh yes, get over yourself.
that doesn't greet me. Gosh, everybody's got a date except me. Oh wait, I left mine on the volcano.
Oh. So there is a Mrs. Five.
I knew that.
No.
I knew that alarm was
Wishes.
just something.
It's a fire elemental. That's who you're dating, isn't it?
Kind of.
You guys
Need
head
to learn
back.
how to bind.
She's smoking.
So you can keep her with you.
Yes.
No, not gonna say
The,
it.
the festival, everything's almost ready. Is almost completely set up. Just a few minor
We've got
things
like
we got
3
left to
days
do.
left to figure this out.
Yep. You guys get there. Elevator takes you down. You don't see her, and the Orhalcom door is open.
I knew
Check
it.
her room.
I knew it.
The Warhalcom door is open,
Yep, that's open now.
but it's not like exploded.
No, it's just open.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
check
gonna
the-
peek in there.
Before you peek in there, I drop bless.
What is blasting?
You get a D4. You get a D4. And Point gets a D4. And I get a D4. That is not a first level slot. That is a second level slot.
You can hit 4 different people.
With a second level slot.
That's cool.
You look in. There's Safiel pouring over a bunch of rubble.
Oh, wait.
In the
Suicide.
ground.
There's no elemental, just a bunch of rubble.
You just wasted us.
There's no holes everywhere. It's just a bunch of rock and stone just sitting on the floor.
Gonna walk in. What happened?
Oh, you're here. Now, spells ran out. Left.
Oh,
How often has this happened?
well.
Or is this
Everything.
the first time?
I'm going to need some help moving this out to get it ready for the next experiment.
I see.
Is there a hole? Or is it just rubble?
It's just rubble sitting there.
Okay.
Just the different. It seems to be like in a rough shape of different parts. It's essentially it's like this entire thing just fell
It's
apart.
its corpse. Okay, I will ritual cast Tensor's floating disc so that we can pile it. Though it's gonna take a couple loads because it can only hold 500 pounds, and this thing is a large rock monster and probably weighs over a ton.
Oh, that's actually a brilliant idea. Yeah, she starts to cast her own Tensor's floating disc.
Ah, interesting.
You mean?
Yes, I actually do have stats prepared for this woman.
Good.
Well, by the time you do that, give me back my D4s. I was so excited.
I know. I was looking forward to a fight.
I was like, no.
I wanted to fight it.
I didn't want to fight it. That does a lot of freaking damage.
Not if it's stuck on the other side of a door.
We can't do anything if it's on the other side of the door.
Yeah, you can't leave the door open and just cast through it.
We
So,
would have busted through that door.
if only
real
we're gonna
quick.
we're gonna have to send these
It's
up
a
the
siege
elevator.
monster. It does
And
double
we can leave them
damage
up by the
too.
front. I can
Object.
start working with getting removed and out of here.
As I'm loading it, I'm like checking for any like
I save the smaller parts that we can find. I want to grind those later.
I'm checking for any like precious things in it.
Minerals.
I doubt it, But just in case,
Just in case.
I am checking as I'm like lifting it up. I'll just like rotate.
While he
and-
was doing his tensors floating disc, I will drop a detect magic as a ritual. Do I detect any magic besides my companions and 2 discs?
Besides you got the 2 discs, you got companions. You do see a little bit of magic emanating from some of the stone left on the ground.
I will definitely go to that and poke it with my stick. Anything, like just like rummage through it. Like, where is it? Like, is it like a pile of rocks, or is it like concentrated in one area?
Good sized piece of rock it seems to be coming from. It seems to be slowly getting a bit weaker and a bit weaker every minute or so.
It's starved.
I will grab it and I will hold it out to Safiel. This still has magic in it.
Oh, yeah. Woo! And then
And it's gone.
And it's dang.
point workbench. I got a big metal wedge thing. You get that. Trick. I need no pipe. I need a sledgehammer stat.
Okay, I actually have a higher
I do not have a sledgehammer.
strength than.
I don't have a sledgehammer. Does she have a sledgehammer? I'll run out and look for a sledgehammer.
In the storage room, probably.
Okay, it'll take me a little bit, but I will find it.
I've been in the storage.
That's a
room.
10.
I'm gonna go
Behind
just
the door.
check. I just grabbed this sledgehammer.
You're dragging it across the floor.
How much does a sledgehammer weigh?
It's not a matter of
It's
weight.
bigger than
It's
you.
bigger than you.
Not if I'm in my armor. Yet.
That's true.
Well, are you in your armor?
Yes, I'm going to put my armor on at this point.
Right. So she gets the parts she needs. Right. Which one of you is pretty confident with your aim?
I got this.
All right. She holds the wedge next to the stone. Take the hammer and hit it.
Ooh.
I got a 15
Plus your strength.
3.
Yep.
18.
That's actually really good. What would I have done? Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
What'd you get?
I just rolled a natural one.
You're allowed chunk, and it starts to take a bit off, but not much. She rotates the wedge thing again.
20.
Ooh, natural.
No.
No.
No. Dirty.
Set dirty. It's dirty.
You hit it again. There's a loud cracking noise as it starts to split open. She rotates it and wedges it in a bit farther again.
Ooh, not so good.
10.
Right, so you swing.
Glance off of it.
You get it. You hit it, but not as solidly as before. It kind of glances off and hits the rock itself. You get a tiny bit, but not much more. Again,
How's the magic looking?
Jeez.
magic. You're getting a much better read for it,
What
and
kind?
it doesn't seem to be destabilizing.
22?
Where is it?
It fell that way. 22?
Right,
Whoa,
you hit
that
it
was
again
over by
solidly, and it splits open in half.
15.
Conjuration?
That's not how that works.
No.
Inside is a little gemstone thing. And those of you who remember your little cave excursion recognize it.
It is those gems.
It's the
It
thingy
looks-
thing!
It's definitely more crystallized, but same hue, same glow, same magical aura.
Where did you put it, Point?
Huh? I have them.
Where did you put it, Rebecca?
The crystals?
Wait, no. Point does have them in her chest cavity.
Oh, those crystals?
Yes.
What, need them?
I would like one, yes.
She's like, that looks a lot like this. And you pull it out.
So she just stops for a second. She opens up her chest cavity and she pulls it out. Safiel's just completely engrossed in this
What is it?
crystal thing.
We've
I
seen it multiple
have
times.
absolutely no idea!
Put it back. Put it back. I'm just gonna like grab her hand and like put it back in her chest cavity.
Point seems more than happy to put it away. Do you have any idea what this could possibly mean? I mean,
There's
it
magic.
definitely has some kind of magical aura going off it. Low-level conjuration, but going
I
off
will
of that, cross-referencing that with
Drop
this-
identify on it. Spell slot.
Oh. Right, I forget. Stinking pearl.
Yes. That is literally the only reason I dropped 100 gold.
Okay. 1 second.
No, instead I spend government funds on learning spells myself. Or her personal funds, more like.
Sovereign funds. This one probably came from Deep Rest. I hate you!
No, okay.
Low in time. What do I learn?
Hang on.
It's a rock.
It's a rock!
Obviously, it's
And
a
it
rock.
Dang it.
glows.
I don't know why I didn't do this
It's glow.
as soon as I got the pearl.
It's glow quartz.
Ooh! Where's the black light? Because some
Wait.
rocks do glow under black light.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
These are glowing naturally.
you grasp hold of it, you take a minute to cast Identify. It is a magic rock.
Ooh!
And it gives off a glow. It seems to be, from what you're getting from this, it seems to naturally enhance the strength and growth of subterranean anything, really. Like anything
Interesting.
from a rock or a cavern, it seems to help it. Specifically elementals, mostly.
So it's like an elemental growth potion.
It's slowly
Growth
fading
stone.
away. It's slowly fading away. You get the
I
feeling like
remember.
there's maybe more to this thing than you can currently get a look at. But at it, right now, this rock, you have a feeling it's not at its full potential right now. The way it is right now, it'll just help things grow or get stronger or tougher.
Which makes me wonder what Oz do.
I remember
Point.
what I asked.
I need it.
Essentially, give this to a rock element, give this to an earth elemental, and it's going to be a little bit tougher than your normal one.
Point. I need a rock. And I'll run over to the table and ritually cast it on this rock. Do I get the same thing? Or has it, like, completely faded?
The thing in this quartz, you're casting this on the quartz that you guys found before?
Yes.
You get a similar feel, but it seems to have been messed up a bit. It's a synthetic version of it. Much more stable, much more random with what it does. It's, as far as you know, it's supposed to bolster and help something.
These ones are not
So,
from the elemental plane.
From what they are stupidly similar though. So from what you can infer from your passive intelligence, it seems that someone may have found this rock thing or learned of it somehow and tried to recreate it. This rock,
Like
the rock from
transplanted
the
it?
elemental is slowly losing magic as time goes on. Your crystal ones are stable. They're not losing anything. They're staying exactly the way they're supposed to be.
But they're good for Silverthorne.
See what it does if you put it in with the
It's-
Silverthorne.
Bolsters,
I already
bolsters
did.
elemental growth and
Oh
stability.
yeah, that's right. You put little
I
dust on it.
literally put the Silverthorne in an ice chest with
Yep.
little pebbles of this.
It bolsters elemental growth.
So would
The
that
rock
make
one is
Silverthorne-
much better, but does like 3 or 4 times better than the quartz, but is much more temporary. The quartz is stable and stays longer, but it's much weaker.
Interesting.
I'm lost! Just kidding.
What's that?
We found this in a cave when
Really?
we were doing another job in town. It's similar, but it seems like this one has been transplanted on this plane. Whereas that one is straight from the elemental plane that helps elementals grow stronger and faster. This one that we found helps grow things.
Now slow
It
down.
is-
Repeat that first part again.
I will repeat the first part again.
Insert
This
your
second, insert first part. The second one over here that we found is more stable, will last longer, but is a little more random at what it does. You know what? I should have been writing all of this down.
You should.
Insert first thing.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
that
work.
works.
Basically, whereas the one you got from the earth elemental, it bolsters everything. The other one, it'll either bolster it'll boost its strength, or maybe its durability, or something else. It does one, not all. The original one does all. Yes, she's finished. Seems to be writing down. It seems to be just looking over at them and sketching them out for her notebook. Well, now that's interesting. You said you found these? Where?
The Order Alchem caves, or mine, or whatever it
You
is.
got them from the mines?
Yes.
Well, this. She starts mumbling to herself. She's going over to her desk happily with her little notebook.
Now this is when you start casting understand languages, comprehend
Oh, for muttering? That's not how it works.
comprehend, mumble.
Comprehend. She is still speaking gibberish.
It is not a language.
Guess what, everyone? We're going on a field trip.
What?
Oh dear.
Why?
Oh, joy.
Put this back, point.
Put the thing back where it came from, so help me.
You may, just a thought, you may need clearance for that cave because we kind of told them about.
Oh,
They told them about the.
oh, don't worry about that. I can
We'll
just
most likely need clearance from the sovereign agriculture.
It is now...
Dorum, to be
The-
exact.
Where we found those gems is most likely now protected due to the fact that it is one of the few places that Silverthorne will grow in plenty.
Silverthorne?
It is a very rare
Oh, yes. You.
alchemy thing.
What does that have to do with these rocks?
It grows
That's-
under
It
the light.
helps the rock.
The,
it helps
the rock
Silverthorne
enhanced its growth, and that there's a crap.
That doesn't. Well,
That's
that
what it
doesn't
looked
make
like, at
so much
least.
Sense.
That's what I got from my identify.
It should help. If I, from what, everything I can get from my studies, is, and from what you've said here, it should help elementals. Silverthorne is a herb. It's a plant. It shouldn't.
I'm gonna pull out my Silverthorne and
Yes.
cast identify on it. Is it elemental spirit? No. Okay.
You straight up are gonna you're gonna drop a spell slot.
No, I
cast
was gonna
ele-
originally cast it. As she's going off and like
Right.
telling us how we're gonna end up going on a field trip.
Right, I'm just gonna go get the paperwork sorted out. Maybe I should be able to get down there. After all, it's part of my research. And you all sit tight here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And you're casting ritual identify
Yep.
on your
It is
Silverthorne.
Silverthorne. Or is there something special about it due to the crystals?
It's an outgrowth from some kind of elemental you've never met before.
Oh crap! The roots. There's something about the roots.
Don't look at me. I just shoot things.
Sometimes.
As far as you can tell,
I wish I did that too.
it's the Silverthorne you guys have had. You've had no problems using. Nothing weird happens with it when you've used it in your potions, and it hasn't shown any form of sentience.
Oh, good.
I should hope not. I would feel bad if it had sentience and I'm like over there breaking the thorns off. How does that feel? Breaking all your legs off, you dumb spider.
Not good.
Okay. I'm gonna run up the elevator and say it's a bad idea. And she's probably not there. Okay, go back down the elevator.
The elevator comes down. You go up. You don't see her anywhere, and you have no idea where she went.
Dang it. Quickly.
Well,
Elemental we've never seen before. A silver elemental. Oh dear.
a shambling mountain.
We literally are
Silver
going to
thorns.
walk into a gold mine. Discard the pun.
That's
For
not good.
an elemental specialist.
Oh. Or like a silver mine for elemental special.
Okay, I guess
More
we
like
go.
a silver mine. Keep the pun.
You can keep the fun.
I'll fix your pun.
Keep the change. Yes, we will go with that.
Sathiel comes down the elevator. Alright, everyone, good news. Wasn't that hard to get clearance for that. Apparently the environmental's already sending a survey in and we can just tag along with them.
Oh, joy.
Pleasant.
I can only cast Bless on 4 people. You're all gonna die. Just kidding.
Oh, you're not gonna protect us. Which one of
No.
us are you not gonna protect?
No, I'm saying the
Sylvia.
surveyors are gonna die.
Uh-huh.
Because I can only protect 4 of us.
Do you protect the boss more than us?
She's on her own.
I'll say that I bless you, but I don't. Oh yeah, I've got a potion of light. I don't have to write that down. I'll remember my bane.
We shall follow her to the stone quarry. Stone circle.
Come on. We don't have much time to wait. They already left an hour ago.
An hour ago.
If we hurry, we might be able to catch up to them.
I don't think we could, but okay.
Okay, lead on.
As she takes you up the elevator, start heading outside, big grin on her face. Maybe a little uneasy for the rest of you. And that's where we'll end today.
Joy.
Pleasant.
Alright.
I was so worried about that elemental. I was like,
I was so excited. I should have stayed just so that I had the chance to go and kill it myself.
Well, that was ClockWork Session 7, everybody. Thank you for so much for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed ourselves and our much longer than normal boring tirades of going over the rules and discussing technical difficulty.
But we got them all worked out.
Yep, but in the end, it all worked out. And we'll see what the future has for our intrepid little adventurers.
hopefully we have an extra 2 people to help us against these elementals.
They could be part of the party that.
Well, points with us.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week. The music from today's session was from Artix Entertainment's game DragonFable. You should check it out. It's oldie but a goodie. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe and enjoy yourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
I am in charge of stopping the stream.